Hi guys. So I'm 28 now and I cut all my hair off, um, a year ago. I love it. Um, it can be kind of hard to manage. The long hair was getting hard to manage and it was just like, I'm done. Like, it's time for a change. So I did it. It was a big change. I was proud of myself. Um, so yeah, I haven't made a video in a while and I just wanted to give some updates, see how you guys were doing, and I started working at another call center, and basically the department didn't work out because they based your graduation from training on customer satisfaction surveys. I only had 2 bad ones out of like 14, and I was missing I had an 87.5 and I needed a 90. And there were 6 hours left of my shift. So they pulled me in the office and they were like, you can't, you're not at 90, so unfortunately, it's not gonna work out, but they are gonna switch me departments. That starts Monday. So it's a $4 an hour pay increase, which I'm excited about. But it is also in the mornings. Not so excited about that. Like, I have to be there at 7. Ew. Seriously. So it's gonna take some adjustment, but, I get used to it. And I really do need to get in bed earlier. It's like 2 in the morning right now, so. If I seem out of it, that's why. I saw a group on Facebook the other day for social anxiety disorder and avoidant personality disorder. And pretty recently I had a psychological evaluation. And as far as the diagnosis part, after the anxiety and depression and all that, and ADHD, she put that I had avoidant personality tendencies. And I'm like, what is that? I'm thinking, okay, maybe that just means, that I avoid things because of anxiety. But, when I saw this group on Facebook, I'm like, what is this? What is this disorder? So, of course, I looked it up. And, it was kind of hit me. Dang, I actually could possibly have this. I mean, because it's just it's much deeper than just, I don't know, the social anxiety disorder, it's weird. It's talking on the phone and stuff. Kind of used to bother me, but not so much anymore. At least not in a professional setting. If I'm calling somebody I don't know that well, and it's just kind of just to talk, it's awkward. But even family members, like my granny, and it can be kind of weird. But avoidant personality disorder it's a much deeper thing. Like, it's something that's just rooted, like, well, in your personality, I guess. I don't know. It talks about being just deathly afraid of relationships, and that's something that I deeply want, is friendships, and like, I watch TV a lot to help me relax. It's just something that, I'm an introvert too, so watching TV, catching up on shows and stuff on Netflix and things like that help me relax. And sometimes that's kind of the only social interaction I get. And, I watch those movies or those shows and, how they have great times with their friends, and I think, man, that would be awesome to have that. But probably never will. Like, I can't even imagine what that would look like. It just would feel so unnatural to me. Even though I want it, I want to I want to have a best friend that, that is my rock, for each other's rocks, and that we lift each other up. And this is gonna sound so stupid, but I was watching that show on Netflix, Alexa and Katie. At first I thought that was kind of predictable, and but the second season was a lot better. And I don't know, I just kind of found myself just like, dang, it would be awesome to have that. And it just sucks. Like, it just makes me want to cry. Because it's like, I can't go back to high school and have all these wonderful friendships, and that's past. That's something that's gone, and it hurts. It does. But it's just like, for a long time I thought that I didn't know how to form a relationship. And I guess I know, like, somewhat, like asking people to coffee or going to the movies. But I don't know at what point do I become that person's friend. And part of avoidant personality disorder that's different from social anxiety disorder is a deep feeling of being inadequate, of being less than. And that is a huge part of it. Like, I don't know, like, don't let me get in your way, I'm insignificant. I remember in high school, I always felt inferior. And, part of me wants to think, well, maybe it's not that, the psychologist would have caught it. What if she didn't catch it? What if it is that? What if it could answer some things? But luckily, we have, I don't have health insurance, and we have a thing in my town, and it's been so helpful. and they provide, like free healthcare and free medications and also psychiatry and therapy. And they were doing it through a telemedicine, where you would video chat the person. It was pretty cool. But the grant is running out for that, so they're moving it to a nonprofit clinic in my town, and I think it could be really good. And I thought, maybe I'll make an appointment and see if, maybe that is what this is. Maybe I just thought it was social anxiety disorder, and maybe I had that diagnosis. But what if it's deeper? It's a lot deeper. And I'm like half asleep. Sorry. I just wanted to kind of make an appearance. So I'm just rambling, but starting this job Monday. No, that was another part of it. When I was doing the training for this other department that I got moved from, we had to do presentations and stuff. I realized in that my anxiety is a whole lot worse than I think it is. I was out of a job for 3 months, and when I'm in my room by myself, I'm usually fine. But when it comes to conversing with other people, these were people my age, 26, 23, a couple of people that were a little older than me. And they tell us to get into groups, and I just freeze. And it was just like high school all over again. And high school was a freaking nightmare for me. It was much bigger when I graduated. Some people were just yay, we're going on to the next chapter, college. And I'm just thinking, I made it. I did it. I don't ever have to go back to that place again. And so it was definitely a relief. And just some of the stuff that we had to do in this training, it was just it brought me right back to high school. It was snap your fingers and boom, I'm back in high school again. I was just I'm trying to learn new material and you're giving me whiplash. Just teach the material, okay? But they wanted us to put us into groups, and then we were supposed to do the big presentation at the end. I'm like, why? Just teach me how to interact with your customers. You don't need to humiliate me in front of my peers. I gave them my piece in the survey at the end. But it just was... At one point, I sat and was clinging to the chair next to me, trying not to have a panic attack. This happened twice. And I finally mentioned it to HR. They brought me in, they were like, hey, you can bring paperwork in, and you won't have to have it anymore. And so I do have the paperwork in now, and didn't end up having to do the presentation at the end. And I know I probably made a fool of myself, but it just was unnecessary. I mean, in a learning environment, it just was unnecessary. And hopefully, well, there should be no presentations this time, because now I have the accommodation and I have the paperwork and the documentation they need, so they better not make me do anything like that. And it's unnecessary, and it makes everything a lot harder. It makes work a hostile environment for me, and it's just not necessary. But I'm also missing my medicine right now. It's supposed to be coming in the mail in like 2 days. So kind of feeling the effects of that. And yeah. I'm gonna have to go to bed. I just started Klonopin like, wow, it was like an hour ago. I think it was like an hour ago. No wonder I'm so tired. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope maybe something you heard helped you, made you feel less alone. Thanks for watching.